All right, what we have here is my dump trailer. Here's my issue. That's only half the issue. The other half is when I close it. It's really smooth. So we're going to show you how to fix that, hopefully. So as you can tell, this door is flush up here but tapers way out, and these hinges look like they've only been re-welded on about 100 times. These ones aren't terrible, but you can see the gap here. We've got a gap that I can see through here, and it's touching here. You can see the tops of the doors bow in. They've just been, you know, I got it used. My guess is somebody's dumped it without latching them, and it's come back and they've hit the ground and bent the doors all to heck. So we're gonna get these off of here, cut all the hinges off. We're gonna square this back frame up, make sure it's all square and happy. And we're gonna see if we can't, I've got some new hinges. We're gonna see if we can't get this thing opening better. So stay tuned. I'm gonna take these door hinges off, get the hinges all cut off, and get ready for the new ones. All right, we've got all of our hinges off. Everything's cleaned up good enough for what we need. So I think the biggest problem on these back doors is the top half of this frame, inside to inside, is 82 3/16, and on the bottom it's 82 3/4. So it's narrowed in at the top quite a bit. I mean, the hinges were mangled. This one was bubble gum welded on, and everything just, it was ugly. So I'm gonna go get my porta power. We're gonna square this frame up, and then we'll put our doors on. So stay tuned. All right, I got my porta power in here, squaring this thing up. I got it just about there, but I'm gonna give it one more to try and keep it relaxed. And I got it to where it's parallel, but I'm gonna go one more time just so I can make sure that it's gonna want to stay where it's at. But yeah, these porta powers are super handy. You can pick them up a lot of places. This particular one, made by BVA back in the Midwest, and it's been solid. It's one of those things you don't use a whole lot, but man, when you need it, it is handy. So we'll get that squared up, make sure it stays where we want, and then we'll start laying out for our doors. All right, I've got my doors back in there. I used it's thin cardboard underneath the, it's what the box was that the hinges came in. It's thin cardboard. Got that set in there to kind of shim the doors off the bottom of the gate, but it fits in there nice and snug, just right about. So let me get some hinges tacked on here. We'll see what happens. I think we're gonna be just styling. All right, so I've got these tacked on. I started off with a tack on the top of each hinge on the bracket side, not the door side. I took my level and made sure they were square to each other. We got them all tacked on, so I'm gonna get the other side tacked on. We'll see if these things open any better. See how good of a fabricator I am. Let's see how good my tack welds are. tack welds aren't that great. Well, it opens smoother. Alright, well, I'm satisfied with that. We'll get that tacked in there. We'll get it really burned in there. Okay, well, I think those are good. It opens a lot better. So I'll get those burned in, and I think we're good. See if my doors fall off. I have them tagged. Oops. That one opens. Ooh, that one's real nice. Let's see if they close.
Now you want to get the insides, huh?
We'll get them later. It's much better than it was. These hinges are a little snug, so they won't blow closed on us. Oh, that's one. It used to be a... That's nice.
Nice.
Okay, well, call that one done, I guess.
Don't you want to spray them so they don't rust?
Does it look like we spray anything around here? Well, pardon the sun because it got bright out here. Usually this side of the house stays shaded for a while this time of year, but we have got these on. They open pretty decent. This one, so these hinges right here, I squared them to each other. They're nice and parallel, but this tube right here, it's full of dirt and stuff down here, and it's froze a couple times, my guess is, and it's kind of bulged out and pushed this. So the hinges are parallel this way, but this one I think is pushed out a little bit. But they're much better. I can one-hand this thing now. Yeah, it's one-hand operation. It's nice. And what I did, I had them cardboard things in there, but they still kind of sag on the frame. So I think with the doors kind of resting on that lower frame, it will keep the sides from wanting to come in. But hopefully that helps somebody. These things are super easy to deal with. You know, they get mangled pretty easy because people forget to latch them. They come unlatched, you dump, they bend, and it's just a mess. And then people tried to hack job the hinges together. The hinges are so cheap, just buy hinges and put new ones on it. It's so much easier to deal with it that way than to try and fix them. So if you like this one, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you in the next one.